So it's a normal day, and a woman goes into her kitchen, and there she sees a random package. And she's like, "Oh, what's this?" And suddenly, kaboom, it explodes right in her face. So, who's trying to kill her? Well, the story all starts with this guy. His name's Walter. And Walter's about 37 years old when all this begins, and he's living in Georgia. And Walter has a problem. He's broke. He's having trouble keeping steady work, and he can't keep up with his bills, specifically his car payment. And one day in 1972, the dealership he bought his car from sends a guy out and they repossess his car. And this pisses Walter off. And he's already not the most mentally stable guy in the world. So from here, he comes up with a plan. He's gonna kill the head of the dealership. So he gets to work on this plan, and he builds a homemade pipe bomb in his house, and he wraps it up in a package, and he addresses it to the head of the dealership, and he leaves the package in his kitchen as he plans on mailing it sometime later. But then later, his wife finds the package in the kitchen, and she's like, "Oh, what's this?" And she opens it, and kaboom, the bomb goes off right in his wife's face. Now, luckily, she survives, but her hand, shoulder, and eye are severely injured. Either way, it was Walter's bomb, so bam, he gets arrested, and he gets sentenced to 5 years in prison. 3 years later, he gets out of prison early, and he tries to get his life together. He gets a new girlfriend. I guess his first wife never got over being bombed, and she left him. He gets a new job. He considers getting back into studying law because he really wants to be a lawyer one day. And that leads to a new problem. He's a felon now, and because of the criminal record he now has, he won't ever be able to practice law. So he decides to appeal, and he tries to get his conviction overturned and expunged. And he spends the next few years filing appeals, and he tries over and over and over again, but his appeals keep getting rejected. Meanwhile, he starts up his own business, designing and selling outboard motors for boats, which, that's a legitimate business. However, Walter, he's kind of a shady guy. So immediately, he starts secretly taking out $750,000 life insurance policies on each of his 3 employees. And if they die, his company will collect the payout. Then he takes the 3 employees out on his boat about 10 miles out on the Atlantic Ocean under the pretenses of doing some work. So he has the employees get into the water in scuba gear to take some promotional photos of the propeller. When they're done, they try to get back on the boat, but Walter won't let them. They try to climb the board